10 fragrances to smell like a boss. You gotta smell like a boss. You gotta be a boss, perform like a boss in more places than just your work office.
I understood that reference.
Gentlemen, if you wanna get down to business,
Stop hitting me with my own celery!
this is the video for you. If you wanna smell like a boss, if you wanna be the man, these 10 fragrances will not do that for you. Come on, man. You can't just spray Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme on yourself and call yourself a man. I mean, you could. Nowadays you can. It's a sexy beast. It's so lavender heavy with some fresh citrus at the top, and it just pushes off the skin so beautifully. There's a little bit of tobacco in here, and it's super wonderful. There's so many good nuances with this one. I've been covering this one a little bit briefly here on the channel as of recent, and I do like it. I really do. I've been wearing this occasionally here and there, and you know, it's super good. This is one of those fragrances that shows up at the rack stores every like blue moon, and I just like skip over it because it's normally like 40, 50 bucks, and I'm like, I don't want to spend that right now. You know, I have a little bit of impulse control. Thank you very much.
I can always tell when people lie to me.
But I was doing like a haul like a month or two ago, and I, you know, saw it on there, and I was like, you know, I haven't smelt it in a long time, and I hear great things about it. So I bought it. Now I am broke, but I smell great. You're gonna smell like a sophisticated man with this one. It's like you've got some great citruses in here, some lavender that just pushes it off in tobacco. It's just really good. Try it out, you'll like it. And if you see it at the rack stores, maybe hold off because you can find it at a better price online, seriously. It doesn't perform all that well. I got like 5 to 6, maybe 7 if I'm really pushing it. But I decided to order little samples like this, and I can just basically spray the fragrance in here, and I can take it with me wherever I go. And they're so small too that I can throw it in my pocket, and you know, just anyway, I can smell like a boss all day long. How cool is that?
Now that is sad.
Tom Ford Oud Wood is a, you know, a sophisticated gentleman. Man, you smell like a top-end boss. Woody Oud by Maison Malhambre is a take on Oud Wood, and it's super good. That's so stupid. Why did I say it like that? Beautiful Tom Ford cologne, and it's really stunning. It's some simply divine stuff. I get a solid 6 hours with it. If I overspray it, I can definitely get into the 8 hours, but it's in that, you know, area. It's definitely nothing to discount about. It's really good. I mean, I was wearing this dipshit out there driving a stupid car. He's probably wearing Oud for glory. Man, he is ruining my audio. Anyway, Woody Wood, Woody Oud, whatever you want to call it. It's really good. Don't sleep on it. I know the bottle is like a complete copyright strike. Boom. No more monetization for you. Trust me, it's good. It's really sophisticated too. And it's really pleasant. Another one from Lattafa. Wow. This one is a pineapple beast. I picked this one up recently and I'm like, where has this been all my life? It's really splendid. It's actually kind of similar to Hasavat, but it's like better, I think. Anyway, that's Kayed by Lattafa, the little horsey bottle. The pineapple in here is like super fresh and like super juicy. Like I'm blown away that there's not an actual pineapple in here. It's woody dense, and so it's got a lot of woody character, and the pineapple is almost like a afterthought. So you smell it up close and you're like, oh, I got a little bit of spices and some woody aspects. Then you pull your nose away and you're like, there's the pineapple. It just smacks you right in the face and calls you a and basically, it's like a pineapple version of Aventus. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be really basic here. It's sexy, it's smooth, it's rich, and it's really juicy. So this is one of those playful bosses that tickles you while you're at your desk and you're working and you're like, hee hee, stop it. No one else has those? Shit. It's kind of a linear fragrance. You get like citruses, you get fresh, you know, pineapple at the top, and then it just dries down to a really woody, creamy scent, but it still has pineapple throughout the life of the fragrance. It's very sophisticated. You're gonna smell like a boss when you wear this, seriously. And it's really cheap too, so get on it now before, you know, before you're not the boss. Dude, is he back? One of the best suit and tie fragrances, and this just screams boss material. Like I said, this one doesn't really perform all that well. This next one I'm talking about, but if you get little decants, that I'll have a link in the description down below that you can pick about. Anyway, this is Mr. Burberry Eau de Parfum. Sexy, beautiful, mysterious. This has a little bit of green herbal aspects in here. You smell like a modern gentleman. If not, I'm gonna say it. You smell like a boss when you wear this.
All the information you need is in the title.
Yeah, a lot of people call it generic, and yeah, I guess I could call it generic. Yeah, I guess I will. Generic isn't always a bad thing. If you're rushing out the door and you have to go to Walmart and you have to buy like protein powder and you only have your mistress's credit card and you don't want to max it out because you know she doesn't have a lot of money on there. So you look at all the different options and you're like, wow, the name brand is $45, but the generic brand is $20. Obviously, we know what the right choice is here, gentlemen. You don't use your mistress's credit card. Stop that. Beautiful stuff here. This is just an elegant, beautiful man. It seriously is. It has like a little dark, mysterious character in here, so it's nothing like, you know, super fresh, but it's not super dark at the same time. It's that perfect balance between smelling mysterious and smelling fresh. It's really good. Try it out. I bought mine for full retail, so that should say something. That was in the before times, before I knew about discounters. I was a discounter virgin, you know. Have mercy on my soul. Next one on the list is Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord. Beautiful coffee fragrance. It's smooth, it's sexy, it's rich and it's dark. This one is gonna be a little bit more geared towards the winter time and the fall time. This is a beautiful, stunning fall time fragrance. When you're wearing this and you're drinking a pumpkin spice latte, yes, they're delicious. It just stands out. It's like, who's that man? I need his number. Well, I mean, that's what the chicks are saying. Or whatever you guys like, I don't know. Hugo Boss does it so well. I'm really looking forward to the new release. At the time of recording this, I don't have it, but I'm gonna have it because it has vanilla in it, and I'm a vanilla. Private Accord is a sexy animal. This thing is ridiculous. It's so good. Just some cacao, some beautifulness. It's one of my favorites. I got to wear it like maybe 5 or 6 times so far in this year of the winter season, but I'm planning on wearing it more because it's really damn good. I have a lot of fragrances that I have to kind of cycle through, so I can't really get to everything. But when I do, I enjoy this. Terre de Mez Eau Intense Vetiver, you guys know. If you guys watch the channel regularly, and if you don't watch the channel regularly, you're not subscribed to the channel. Come on, subscribe to the channel, please. Listen, if you subscribe to the channel, I will wear Oud for Glory. I'll do it. Terre de Mez Eau Intense Vetiver is a juicy citrus fragrance that's got a lot of vetiver in there, a lot of woody aspects as well. It's very well rounded, beautiful. It projects off really nicely, and it lasts for a very long time. Last year is when I picked this up, and I used quite a lot of it because, you know, I have a lot of fragrances, so me wearing a lot of that is, you know, a lot. And so I bought this one previously last year, and it was one of my first fragrances that I bought when I was in my difficult situation, and I wore it throughout the springtime, and I really liked it. It was super pleasant. It actually pushes through the cold a lot, so you could actually wear this in the cooler weather, which is nice. And you can also wear it in the kind of hotter heat, and it doesn't, you know, it's not too cloying. It is a little cloying when it's like 80, 90 degrees out. In 100-degree weather, Starbucks baristas are just dropping dead because you decided to wear 10 sprays of Terre de Mez Eau Intense Vetiver in 100-degree weather. It doesn't really do that all that well, but you know, it is good. It's fresh. It's nice. This one you can wear pretty much all year round. It's good. It's sophisticated. I get like a bunch of compliments from this thing too. This one is like a secret undercover compliment magnet. This thing has just so many good, like, sophisticated nuances to it. It's got the bergamot, the iris in the mid, which gives it like some powderiness, and then the tonka bean in the base is just like stunning. Anyway, I digress. It's good. The Coca-Cola vibe, or the, you know, the root beer kind of vibe that, you know, Armani Code is known for, is within this, so it does have that Armani Code-ness going on in here, but it's super fresh, and it's got a little bit of powdery nature in there. Tonka bean at the base, it's really stunning. I got a few compliments from this thing, and it seems to be every time I'm outside and somebody's downwind from me, and it pushes off, they're like, whoa, Who is that man? Why is he in my house? Please don't call the cops. You're gonna smell like a boss with Armani Code Parfum. Honestly, just buy Armani Code Parfum and scratch the rest. This next one is really good, Latafa Assad, and there's nothing more intimidating than a boss man telling you, man, you really smell nice. What are you wearing? Oh, I'm wearing just a Middle Eastern fragrance, Latafa Assad. Anybody who doesn't know fragrances are gonna be like, what the f? People who like know fragrances will be like, oh, you're wearing a cologne of Dior Sauvage. You must be broke. To the average person, to the normal person, not us, that must be expensive. And then you can just nod and be like, yeah, it's super expensive. Latafa Assad is a clone. It's an identical ripoff of, you know, Dior Sauvage elixir. It's stunning, it's beautiful, and it's like $22. I picked mine up for $22 with my own money. $22. Well, it was like, I think it was like 27 Canadian versus American. Anyway, it all boiled down to $22 American, or no, US currency, whatever. Anyway, now I think Parfums de Marly is like a boss fragrance. If you're a boss and you're successful and you got a lot of money and a lot of chicks just running around, you know, on your yacht, yeah, wow. Shit. Sedley is a good option for you because it's fresh, it's aromatic. Somebody's gonna come up to you and be like, why do you smell so good? And you're gonna say, I follow Nate on, you know, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Fresh, aromatic, it's got some mint at the top, it's got some bergamot, some beautiful citruses at the top, and then it's got some like lavender in there, tonka bean at the base. It's an overall stunning fragrance. I keep saying stunning, but I'm gonna say it here. This is stunning. Truly and remarkably. A lot of people actually don't get good performance with this one, but I just layer it with some ISO E Super, and I'm just, away I go. ISO E Super, like layering ISO E Super on your fragrance, increases the longevity and like the scent sillage of your fragrances. Anyway, you could buy little bottles like this. It's just a, you know, 3.4 ounce bottle of cedarwood, dry musk, ISO E Super, and I'll have a link in the description down below if you wanted to check it out. But I just layer it with that and I get like 10 hours with it. No more excuses about fragrances not lasting long. Sedley is great though. I mean, obviously when you're spending a lot of money, you want a performance, you know, to be perfect. But sadly, that's not the case with this. It's good though. The scent character is just stunning on this. It's gonna make you smell like a boss, seriously. This next one is a very dominant leather fragrance, and if you're not into leather, maybe stay away from it, but that's Tom Ford Ombre Leather. This is a smooth, creamy kind of leather. It's sweet a little bit, and it has some cardamom in here, a very smooth, sexy, spicy, layered with that smooth, let me repeat that, smooth leather. It's like a stripper's leather, like something really seductive, really smooth. It's sexy, it's smooth, it's rich, and it's dominant. Every time I wear this thing, I get so much confidence. You just feel super confident when you wear this, and I do, I really do. Whenever I pull this one out, I feel like I can take on the world, and then my car dies, and I start crying. I don't cry. I don't have waterways. Next one, and the last one on the list, but make sure you hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you back for more fragrance-related stuff. This one is Pasha de Cartier Parfum. Sexy, smooth. It's got like a liquor note in here. Beautiful. It's super elegant, and it's classy as well. There's a little bit of woods that round it out in the base. Stunning stuff, guys. This is really gentlemanly-like. You know, it's in that gentlemanly scent aroma thing. I don't know what I'm talking about here. It's kind of dense, so if you wanted to wear this in the fall and the winter time, that would probably be the best time to wear it. This is like one of those dominant bosses that demands quotas at the end of the day. That's just like, where are the numbers at? This is like a lawyer who got into law because his dad wanted him to get into law, and he absolutely hates his job, and he's a bully to all of his other, you know, colleagues in the most sexy way. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. If you guys are interested in the little decants, there'll be a link in the description down below. Pick up some. They come in like 50 packs or something. You could spray your fragrance in there and not have to worry about if your fragrance is gonna run out. And then also the ISO E Super. I wear this stuff a lot, mainly not to work, but like when I'm doing my everyday stuff, you know, that's when I wear it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel. Hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you next time.